Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. Let me just say first and foremost that it's tragic that Austin is no longer here with us. It's tragic that a young man's life was taken from him. It's also tragic that it was taken at the hands of another young man. I failed to see the race issue in any of it when I first saw it, although I knew, just like George Floyd, I knew it was going to become a race issue. If race had anything to do with it, then why was Karmelo even sitting underneath the tent of another school's track team?
In all honesty, what Dr. Omar is about to say on this video is the truth. And this is the absolute reason why so many people of the other race are upset that this situation did not go in the other direction. I want y'all to listen to what he says, and then y'all tell me what y'all think.
Karmelo Anthony situation. How you feel about that?
Karmelo Anthony.
Yes, for some reasons, I deleted this video. I had to re-edit it. If you've been following this channel, you realize few days ago I posted this. Something happened with this platform. I don't know if they are struggling to protect certain people or what exactly is going on. The video was demonetized for reasons I don't get it. I cut out some part. I just want to show you for people who never saw. Karmelo Anthony Dad actually did something on a live stream that triggered a lot of people, and now they are using that video on the court.
Karmelo Anthony situation. How you feel about that?
Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo Anthony. You know, Art, if you go back and take a look at the slave codes in all of the original 13 colonies, and if you look at the slave codes in any of the slave states of America, you will find that black men or women never had a right to defend themselves against a white assailant. You could not fight back against your slave master, nor could you fight back against any white person for any reason. If they rape you, you couldn't fight back. If they hit you, you couldn't fight back. If they steal from you, you couldn't fight back. If they tried to sell your child away illegally, you couldn't fight back. So we need to understand something. White America, going back to the plantation, white America has always felt, Art, that they have absolute jurisdiction over the black body. This goes back to slavery when they owned us. They owned us. Old habits die hard. And
with this whole Karmelo Anthony situation that's going on, I'm going to say something that most black people will not say. It's not just an accountability issue with black people who can't seem to admit that he was wrong for taking the life of Austin. It's not just accountability. The truth is, a number of you are evil. You're evil people. Okay, you're the people in the Bible and other religious texts that people talk about. You think because our people went through slavery and have hardships that somehow you're different than everybody else. Everybody else can be evil, but not you. And that's your biggest downfall. If hell does exist, because I'm not deeply religious, if it does exist, a lot of you are going to hell. A lot of you are in hell right now because you can't seem to see the truth. You're blinded by your hatred and rage. A number of you are evil people. It's just that simple. And no one black wants to admit it.
I have a pocket poker.
Yes, there is a new update I want to show you. Please stay through with me at the end of this video. When you take a look at this, Karmelo Anthony Camp is now trying to petition to get the twin brother arrested. The family and legal team are disgusting people that would do and say anything. I have been mostly quiet on this one until today. Now, I hope the kids get the chair. When you take a look at this video, it is about 2 minutes long. Karmelo Anthony Dad had an interview. I don't know if this was someone interview on TikTok. The man came in. He said some things that triggered a lot of people on social media. Before we even go into that video, it is important I show you what exactly is going on. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm. If you share the video,
On this panel. Who carries I have a pocket poker on my keychain.
You said excuse me. Hey, excuse me, y'all. I'm not carrying one to high school.
Okay, well, Mike, I had one all through middle school, high school.
Hey, 18 in Texas. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Carmelo's dad. I just want to say something. Hello?
Yeah.
Y'all, can
Yeah.
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
So, first thing, let's get something understood. He wasn't charged for carrying a knife. If y'all look at it, he was only charged for one. Secondly, the same guy that just said about him taking his son to school to fight. So what about if you take your son to school to fight and your son knock him out? Then what?
Unalive.
Unalive. Sorry, unalive. What do you do then?
I'm at your mic, Mike.
I was going to ask the same question.
What do you do then, sir?
What do you mean? What do I do? He was defending
You
himself.
just said you would take your son to a school to fight. So if he hit him and that kid gets knocked out, and that's a one-on-one, this ain't 2-on-1. He gets hit, and he hit him, he hit his head on a rock. Unalive. Keep saying this. I'm not used to this, y'all. But I don't know why I jumped in on this tonight. But what do you do as a father? It's like we can't win. So you took your son to school, so you gonna get accessory because you took him to school.
That actually happened. Carmelo's dad. That actually happened. I know. I don't know, Mike, if you're familiar with the case by Kaylee Gang. Her mother drove her to the school after she was suspended to fight a girl, and she ended up in a coma.
Well,
She got slammed into concrete and got put in a coma for months.
And that's what
For me,
Also, just another scenario.
I ain't gonna lie. That is a good point. I'm not gonna lie to you.
we can't. Hey, it's like this, honestly, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate
really look at what this man is doing. At this time, are you supposed to be doing live streams like this? It's not necessary. It is uncalled for. The situation is still at this level. The man is saying this. When I watched the whole video, I was shocked. Yeah, I'm glad that they have taken this video. They will air this so people can see exactly what is going on.
I'm never not amazed at the lengths they go to prosecute a black person, okay? That Carmelo Anthony story of the young man who defended himself, because that's exactly what it is. He was sitting under a tent and two twin boys wanted him to move. They tried to jump him and one of the boys ended up passing away. Now that's unfortunate because who wants to kill somebody just so they could sit in peace because it was raining outside, right? So instead, he had bond. He was being held, bond against him for defending himself. When you guys let people out of prison who they have on video, whole crowd, they get bail. You got ex-offenders getting bail. But a young man who's on the right path and doing what he had to do, and plus there was other witnesses out there. Even the young man's own brother testified. There was a warning before he did what he did. He asked them to leave him alone, and yet and still, they don't want to leave him alone. So it resorted in him defending himself by the young man. Nowhere am I saying it's okay that but it definitely was 2 against 1. And we also see apparently where he lives at, they're apparently racist because why was his bail almost $2 million or $1 million to walk? I'm so grateful that his family and all of the people that supported him, that did the GoFundMe, or they had to, matter of fact, I heard they had to move the GoFundMe to somewhere else because people was reporting the GoFundMe. We're so watching and can't wait to see you win this case, love.
Yes, you can see how evil people can be. When I watch these videos, at a certain point, I get offended. Yes, look at what they are saying here. Like I said, they're struggling to arrest Mecca's brother. When you take a look at this, in a live TikTok video, Sarah posted this. In a TikTok live hosted by an individual who refers to Karmelo as hero and argues self-defense, a surprise guest appeared. Drew Anthony, Karmelo's father, joined the live and stated he wasn't charged for carrying a knife, he was only charged with first degree. During the live, Drew made some unusual statement. What if you took your son to school to fight and your son knock him out and take away him? You will be an accessory. This video has been submitted to the district attorney working on the case. This is extremely concerning. When I look at the whole clip, I was shocked. I want to appreciate people that are supporting me on this platform. I'm grateful. If you notice, sometimes I usually add videos at the end of my clips. That is for the YouTube algorithm. They refuse to recommend videos sometimes, so it's necessary.
Who effing who?
People line up for my advice, and you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like I've written books, I've given speeches.
Why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize? Not just us, but like the Harvards and the MITs of the world. Look,
There are just many natural reasons why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult.
I mean, there's something wrong with this person. Like, she's seriously depressed here and actually found a way to.
What did you make of Donald Trump's post this morning alleging this will prevail?
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Karmelo to run. He had
100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their amplification.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Of this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case.
Because she's fearful of what may happen to her.
Followers for anything, and then
Registration Act is
talking about this man, Killmonger.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
First term, and you will be very.
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does every year. This Karmelo Anthony case.
Live in the White House. Many people
like a little unhinged drunk.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black people.
yeah, I mean, man.